So this is the free body diagram of chapter 6, problem 6.12. So here we have two supports, which is a roller at A and a pin connection at H. So what we need to do here is take a moment at H so that we can solve for the reaction at A. So that moment at H will be given by this value, and the reaction at A will be equal to 1,200 pound. After that, we'll be proceeding to the moment of joint, the method of joint rather, at A. So that will be given by this diagram with a dimension of 6, 8, 10. After that, we're going to sum up the forces along x and y axis. So along the y axis will be given by this value, and FAB will be given by this 1,500 pound compression, and f of x is this value, and FAC will be equal to 1,200 pound tension. After that, since we have two joints here, what we need to do is find the most easiest joint to be solved. Since we have joint C having only 3-member connection, so this will be easier than the joint B. Since joint B has 4-member connection, and that will be a lot more harder to solve. So we'll be going to the moment joint at C. So this will be given by this diagram. Since we have already solved for the FAC, attention. So same process. So this is how it works. FEC is equal to 1,200 pound tension, and F of Y, FBC is equal to 0, since there is no other acting forces along Y axis. So that's on joint C. So we'll be moving to joint B. At joint B, given by this diagram, so we have 5 forces acting, 4 members and 1 force. So in this joint, we'll be going to have 2 equations and 2 unknowns, and that would be enough for us to solve for the unknown members. So to do that, summation of f of x given by this value, and this value is going to be our equation number 1, and f of y for the second equation will be given by these values and the second equation. So here I use the Kramer's rule of the system of equation in solving equations. So I use Kramer's rule since it is a lot more easier to use by using calculator. So FBD is equal to negative 1,200 pound compression, and FBE, which is 60 pound compression. We'll be moving now to joint D, since it has only 3 members. So joint D will be given by this diagram. So after that, same procedure, which is the f of x, this one, and f of df is equal to 1,200 pound compression, and f of y is given by this value. FDE is equal to 72 pound tension, and joint E, joint E will be given by this diagram. Same procedure. FDF is equal to negative 60 pound compression, and F of X, F of EG is 1,200 pound tension. After that, since we are left with 2 joints only, which is the F and G, we're going to neglect point joint H, because it is not necessary already. So at joint F will be given by this diagram, and f of FH is equal to 1,500 compression, 1,500 pound compression, and then f of FG is 0 force, 0 pound, 0 force, and lastly the joint G, which is given by this diagram, which is very easy, and f of x is equal, f of GH will be given by this value, and we are done.